The topic of what if China didn't exist is a complex and thought-provoking one that raises many questions about how the world would be different without the presence of one of the most populous and powerful nations in the world. China has played a significant role in world history and current events, and its absence would likely have far-reaching consequences, not only for the United States but also for the entire world. Welcome to Chicky Media. Friends, first of all, we will have to know its importance. China's location at the heart of East Asia has played a key role in its history and development. The Yellow River Valley, where the earliest Chinese civilizations formed, is often referred to as the cradle of Chinese civilization. This area is rich in natural resources and is well suited for agriculture, which allowed early Chinese societies to develop and thrive. China's location also made it a natural hub of trade and commerce, connecting it to the rest of Asia and the world. Throughout history, China's strategic location has also made it a target for invasions and conquests. The Great Wall of China, for example, was built to protect China from invaders from the north. The Silk Road, which passed through China, was an important trade route that linked China to the rest of Asia and Europe, making it a key player in the global economy. In the modern era, China's location continues to be important. China is the world's most populous country and has the second largest economy in the world. Its location at the center of the Asia-Pacific region makes it a major player in international trade and politics. It is a member of the G20, the most powerful economy in the world, and one of the 5 permanent members of the United Nations Security Council. China's location and its economic power make it an important player in global affairs, and its actions have a significant impact on the world's economy and politics. Now talk about what if China did not exist. Let's begin with the most recent and significant event that would have been vastly different without China, the COVID-19 pandemic. China was where the virus was first identified, and the country's early handling of the outbreak has been heavily criticized. It's possible that without China, the virus may not have spread as quickly or widely, and the global response to the pandemic may have been different. The virus would not have had a country with a population as large as China to spread to, and the world would have had more time to prepare and respond to it. The death toll would have been less, and the lockdowns, travel bans, and economic downturn would not have been as severe. However, it's also worth noting that the origins of COVID-19 may have been different, and it's possible that another country would have been the epicenter of the outbreak. But it's also a fact that China has a huge population and it's the second largest economy in the world. So the pandemic would have still spread globally, but at a much slower pace. It's important to note that the absence of China would have drastically impacted the global population. With over 1.4 billion people, China is the most populous country in the world. Without China, the global population would be significantly lower, which would have far-reaching consequences for everything from economic growth to international relations. In terms of inventions, China has contributed greatly to the world, from paper and gunpowder to the compass and printing press. These inventions have had a lasting impact on humanity and played a crucial role in shaping the world as we know it today. Without China's contributions, the course of human history would have been vastly different. The invention of paper, for example, revolutionized the way that information was recorded and shared. It allowed for the spread of knowledge and ideas, which in turn led to advancements in science, technology, and culture. Similarly, gunpowder changed the way wars were fought and shaped the course of human history. Without these inventions, the world would be a very different place. The invention of gunpowder, for example, led to the development of firearms and cannons, which changed the way wars were fought. It also led to the development of fireworks, which have become an important part of many cultural celebrations. China's access to the moon is another area where the absence of China would have a significant impact. China became the first country to land a rover on the far side of the moon, showcasing its technological capabilities and demonstrating its growing influence in the space race. Without China's participation in this field, the United States and other countries would likely have had a greater monopoly on space exploration, and it would have taken longer for other countries to achieve the same level of technological advancement that China has in space exploration. This would have changed the way other countries approach space exploration and research, and it would have slowed down the progress of space exploration as a whole. The impact of China's non-existence on the United States would likely be significant. China is the United States' largest trading partner, and the two countries have a complex economic relationship. Without China, the United States would have to find new markets for its exports, and the availability of goods and services would likely be affected. Additionally, without China as a geopolitical rival, the United States' foreign policy and military strategy would likely be different. The United States would have lost a major market for its goods and would have had to find new ways to sustain its economy. It would also have lost a major rival on the world stage, which would have changed the way the United States operates in the international arena. In conclusion, the topic of what if China didn't exist is a complex one that raises many questions about how the world would be different. China has had a profound impact on world history and current events, and its non-existence would likely have far-reaching consequences. From the way wars are fought and the way information is recorded and shared, to the way nations interact with each other, the world would be vastly different without China. It is fascinating to consider how different the world would be without China, and this topic invites us to reflect on the importance of China in shaping the world as we know it today. Hope so that you would like this video. Chicky Media. Thanks for you lovely comments.